For this interview session, my guest is, of course, nobody else but a Naparima man. So, and you are?
Eraston Neptune.
Eraston Neptune. What year did you enter NAPS?
Well, I entered Naparima College in 1996.
96. Did you come in at Form 1 level?
No, I came in to do A-levels.
You came in to do A-levels from what school?
From San Fernando Government Secondary, aka Modsec.
Look at that. I didn't remember that.
Okay.
So you just had 2 years with this?
3 years.
3 years with this
I did 96, 97, and 98.
That's nice. That's nice.
So I was the one guy that didn't go to Benedict's from point 14.
Why?
I was convinced about the Naparima alumni. Life after Naparima College.
You're kidding me.
The legacy of being a NAPSman. They sold me on the legacy of what a NAPSman really is.
But who did that?
So that was conveyed to me by Mr. Louis Linton, the late Louis Linton, and the late Williams, Mr. John Williams. David John
Williams. But he was integral to the development of NAPS.
Correct.
In the field of football. He himself was a past student on NAPS.
Correct.
And also involved in football.
Heavy sponsorship.
And then he was the man who had his own league.
Yes. The professional and his own professional team.
Yes.
W Connections, that's it, man. So these are the guys that sold me on the Naparima way. And they said, Erasto, you would go to a college and you would stay there for 5 years, 7 years if you're lucky. But life after that, the people that you meet in life is going to depend and can be the trajectory of how your future looks. And they sold me that they're ex-presidents, ex-cabinet ministers, senators, businessmen of importance. Yourself, Mr. Sookoo, they sold me on you. As a principal.
As a long hair fellow on a motorcycle.
You understand? So they say we have a great principal in Mr. Sookoo that has a heart for people, John Williams.
Well, essentially that's an assistant
coach
at NAPS.
Yes.
So therefore, somehow or the other, even at that early stage, football was there.
Yes, it's a driving force. I'm from Point 14. So that community, we live, we eat, we breathe football. You know, that's what we do. That's what we like.
Most of our players came from there. As a matter of fact, they were recommended to us by the same person you just mentioned, John Williams.
Yes.
And you're Williams, who carry the same name, David Williams, not at all related, but they both were strong football men.
Yes.
And it was that introduction that made me reach out to people at Point.
Mm-hmm.
At that time when you came to NAPS, I'm sure I didn't know they were from Point.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So you came to sixth form essentially for the education program?
Yes. So I'm fortunate to be balanced. So I had grades. I had good grades. I had 4 1s, 3 2s, and a B. You know, so I mean, it's not the NAP standard of 7 1s, but you know, I did fairly okay academically. And then they introduced me, but football is my passion. So I came with the opportunity to do Form 6 at NAPS. And what was integral for me is I was sold on what it is to be a NAPSman. That's why I came to NAPS. To be a NAPSman.
You want to tell us more what you mean by to be a NAPSman? I know what it is, but let me hear from you.
Okay, so you are a NAPSman, so we are NAPSmen now, because I've joined the brotherhood successfully. And to be a NAPSman, wow. When I think of a NAPSman, you know, I think of the integrity, I think of the well-roundedness, the heart, passion, all-inclusive nature, wanting to see others succeed, wanting to lift your brother, being part of a brotherhood. That's what being an Napsman is. Being part of a brotherhood. No matter where we roam, if near or far from home, let us be always one.
Naparima.
So that is right there, to be an Napsman.
But of course, you had a very strong role in football at Naps. You want to tell us about that?
Well, thank you, Mr. Sookoo, for saying that. Well, that role was only that strong because you provided the space for that role. Because there was one time that you called me in the office with the late Mr. Jagrup Singh. He was like a brother to you. And Mr. Jagrup Singh, I know it was in your heart. I know you was fed up at that point in time of seeing Naps getting little licks and things like that, and that was in your heart to change that whole culture, And Mr. Jagrup Singh brought me in there and said, I have this young man here, and, you say you want to change, how, we are viewed in the football world, because we're already doing so well academically, so I want to balance the thing off. That's your words, And you asked me what can we do to change this culture and this perception? I don't want Naps to be last, first in Indica, last in football, but I want them to be first in everything because we are Naparima College. And we talked about it, and I said, Mr. Sookoo, the farming system that we have now from Form 1, we're not getting the players that we need to compete at the level that we need to. So we would have to go and recruit players from different schools. And with your permission, you told me, Rasto, is this an assignment I could give to you and entrust you with? And at 15 or 16 years old, I'm like,
find that strange?
That's a tough assignment, Mr. Sookoo.
Hearing it come from you with so many years past, I find it kind of strange.
Well, that speaks to your eye for talent, your eye for leadership, your eye for recognizing individuals. Your discernment, Mr. Sookoo. Because there had to be something that you and Mr. Jagrup Singh discerned in me that wanted you to entrust me with that. And when I went home from that meeting, I said to myself, I can't just recruit anyone. You can't just be able to play football, but you have to have integrity and character. To mount down that Naparima hill and walk around the back and get the view by the sea, you have to have some character. You can't just come up on the hill just like that, Mr. Sookoo. And it was intimidating a little bit.
So you recommended people that we actually took?
Yes, the first wave of players that came into Naparima College that formed the 99 treble winning team were all players recommended, mostly by myself.
But apart from that, at your own time in Naps, as a footballer at Naps, let's say about that.
Oh, you're a son up to the football at Naps. So let's roll it back to present day. Okay. I went there to see Percy Samlal Singh. He took over the program from Mr. Jagrup Singh in about 2007, and he's done a fantastic job. To this date, Naparima has won 17 national championships. Right? That's 9 under Percy, and I think 8 under Mr. Jagrup Singh. Right? So my time at Naparima, I had the privilege to be the Naparima College captain. And in my role, I wanted to make sure the players were taken care of.
Do you remember the names of some of those players?
Oh, my boys. We had the captain that succeeded me at the 99 winning captain, Leon Brown, a.k.a. Police. They didn't call him Police just because he used to handcuff the midfield, so the Police. Then we have the enigmatic, the legend himself, Joel Bailey. The 98th player of the year. We had players like Jace Peters.
Oh, yes.
And some of the players that I brought in from the Point 14 crew, guys like Anthony Thomas, aka Perry, Kurt Borrell. We brought in the Pompey brothers. We brought in Dillian, quite a few guys, man. Jason Hector, and all these guys were on the 99 treble winning team. We had about 6, 7, 8 point men on that team.
That was the first time that NAPS had made such an incursion into point.
Yeah.
On the students of
Yes, in that community, correct.
It was an investment both ways.
Yes.
Yes, we were going to benefit from the football. Yes, we were. But we were not going to take that at the expense of the boys and use them just for the football.
No way.
We couldn't do that.
No, you made that clear. You made that clear. When we came there, it was very clear. You did not, it was ingrained in us. Because of the Naparima culture, we wanted to lift the football inside,
Yeah.
while maintaining academic
Right.
excellence.
Very important.
So it was not to bring down academics to raise football. We had to, as footballers, we were taught we had to match the standard. And that was amazing. You see guys like Anthony Thomas, who's like an engineer. Myself, Naparima, my occupation right now, I am a construction project manager. And right now I'm involved in charge of building a $300 million hospital.
Is that so?
That is exciting business.
Yes.
That is the DNA of when you hear NAPS. You want to equate it with success. It doesn't matter your beginning. Your beginning doesn't matter, because it's the formative years in Naparima College. Because you could come from a 2-family home, but if you don't buy into the culture, it don't necessarily mean you'll be successful.
That's true. And indeed, you know, there's 750 or 700 and something boys that I would talk to on mailings. I would always tell them, you are your brother's keepers.
Correct.
And that wasn't my own making. That is what my principal taught, and I felt as though that is what I should perpetrate as well. But you know, that brotherhood had to do also with public image. What's the point? You know, people don't know. In an island small like ours, you need to stand out.
Yes.
I don't do that now. I suppose because I consider my time or my role has been completed. And sometimes I disagree with myself and say, you're 84 years old, but you still have something to do. You probably haven't figured out what it is yet. But, so I can understand how you move from where you were. This guy point the Moxet, which is a good stepping stone.
Yes.
That was Eric Williams' target school for development in South, and then to NAPS, and then leading this football team at your age against Benedict. What year that was?
I remember that day like it was yesterday. Given the end result, we beat Benedict 3-1. My paws are raising just thinking about it.
On their grounds.
In the Commons, they used to call it the Commons.
Yeah.
And that year Marshall sang 96. He sang Big Truck. Hold on to the big truck. Benedict used to come out holding hands like this. That thing was intimidating. And all the boys were my friends. Because I'm the only point man going to NAPS at that time in 1996. And I remember my late dad. He came to the sideline. He said, Erasto, there's no one on the field as fast as you. He said, I want you to think about it, time the runs, and you're going to score.
So that is an essential part of NAPS. You see that parental input?
Yes.
That is part of the system.
Well, here's what Mr. Sookoo, if you don't get all the parental input home, when we pass to you and Mr. Dragrove Singh and Mr. Paji and Mr. Yuklau and Mr. Fayed Ali, whatever little you're missing from the parents, then you're definitely going to get into NAPS, you know, because you guys treated us Amazing. But I just want to come back to that moment you talked with Benedict, because that was so important with Naps, right? So we beat them. When I say beat them, we beat them. Hey, you know, they had the likes of like Kester Cornwall on these teams. You know? That was the college man, the legend himself. He happens to be my cousin. Blood cousin. So to be that guy like Kester Cornwall, just you Cornwall and these guys, this is serious bragging rights in Point 14. So when we beat them 3-1, Naps had not beat Benedict's in over 20-something years.
Don Basil Matthews was in
Don Basil Matthews.
He was a hard man to beat.
They can't beat him, that's so. And you know what's interesting? We had a Benedict's man on our sideline in the form of Jan Stedman.
Jan was...
That was our coach.
Listen, man, we had a coach before that, and I told him, I said, well, listen, man, I'm listening to this coach. But this coach talking like me. So, that is not what I want. So, Roy said, what's the matter? He's a gentleman. I said, this is not a gentlemanly thing, Roy. He said, who you want? I said, I want a beast. I want somebody with killer instinct.
Yes, that could rally the boys.
So, and I just left it at that.
We were talking about the Benedict's Naps rivalry and how, you know, I'm taking a little credit and I score a hat trick, you know, so I'm not allowed to like boast a little bit.
Of course, that's a big thing. That's very significant.
And you gave us a full period off in the morning. And the next day you came and you asked me, you said, Erasto, I'd like you to address the assembly. That was a foreign concept. Students didn't really address the assembly. I was the teacher, so you must have seen. I remember you called me out and I walked up those stairs, man. When you walk up that stairs, and you had the little window that you had to lean over on your microphone. I said, good morning, Naparima College. And I said, we just beat Benedict's under the leadership of Johnston.
Yes.
And I want to talk about that.
Yes, of course. Stedman was a very significant.
Right? Because you said that you wanted somebody with the heart.
Fire.
The fire. Somebody that could, you know, drive the boys, inspire the boys. The same way you inspire us academically.
But Stedman was a Benedict's man.
Benedict's.
He was Benedict's coach.
Don Basil.
Yeah.
Came from that.
He didn't mind leaving because he saw what was happening to Benedict.
Yes. Well, I have a personal and really a close view of Jan Stedman because I would consider myself a son of Jan Stedman. He really took me in, and Jan Stedman made me his captain. And to this day, we had a reunion in Point 14 yesterday where we came second to wrestling. The Mr. Sookoo would have been proud because we gave out that Mr. Sookoo MVP award. We tried to get in touch. I think we didn't do it probably good enough. We wanted you there.
I would have been happy to be there.
So we are hoping.
His friends who's down there.
We are hoping next year now. This is your invitation now, Mr. Sookoo. Next year, by God's grace, we would really love you to come and we want to give you a plaque to honor you.
That's very nice. Very nice.
This is usually just before
Boris Day.
No, it's every Saturday after Carnival.
It's Saturday after Carnival.
Every year. And this, in the 2027 version, is going to be the biggest one yet. If I believe when the Naps girls see Mr. Sookoo come into that park, we can lose. How will lose? We can't lose in front of our principal. Because for all those boys, you would have been our principal. We know everything is time and season. So principals come and principals go. But for that generation, our principal is Mr. Edison. So going back to Jan now, as you asked me about Jan. Jan was influential with boys. He prepared us. So you can recognize that the great thing about Naparima, you don't have to attend Naparima College to be able to execute the Naparima dream. But they said, if you can't do something, you would find someone that can do it.
Oh, yeah.
And let's say in the spirit of Naparima, if we're looking for a coach, we just wanted the best for the boys.
Yeah.
So we brought in John, and I know you want to talk. You had asked me how he's doing. Before we got on set, we were just chit-chatting. You said, how is John? And you had heard he had some little health challenges. So I want to talk about that a little bit. You want to find out how he's doing?
Yes, I would.
So,
You see, for about 14 years, I've not been as after leaving NAPS
okay.
in 2002. So I just fell out of everything that was happening.
Okay. So talking about John now. So John has gone through a series whereby he had some challenges. And I was able to raise a GoFundMe for John. A GoFundMe where we raise money to help him.
Yes. But you did that in the US?
In the US, correct. But it's public for anyone international that you could have done it. And we raised over about $25,000 for John Stedman for care. And
You guys are true NAPS member.
yes, and I was able, so I did a little video. So integrity is important. I have a good job, so I don't need anyone to think that I'm doing this for money. So John came to the US, took a video, side by side, us talking about the situation and saying, I endorse Erasto Neptune as the person helping me and collecting on my behalf. And I sent out that video viral so that when I reach out to people now, they know that I'm a man of integrity. And John said that in the video. I think maybe that's what you saw in me and make me a captain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But $25,000, and that money stretched, and it stretched. And that's when John was about 74, now he's 79. And John, out of his own words, told me, he said, Erasto, along with the help of his daughters, we engineered that. Renee and Shanique, very critical and crucial in their help. And together we spearheaded his recovery. And 5 years later, he's still alive and kicking, and he was in Point Fortin with us yesterday.
You're kidding? Jeez, I missed something.
And the fight wasn't still in him, and he was still,
That's good.
you know, and the boys were happy to see him. And he comes to the US and he gets care, and I help him with his plane tickets, you know, and you know, to make sure he gets there.
That's very decent of you. Very
Well,
decent.
thank you, sir. It's called Giving Back. You, John, Mr. Joy Ripson, you guys poured into me.
That's very interesting. Very interesting that that what you learned early in your life at NAPS about the NAPS community, that you actually execute this now
Yes,
in a very practical, realistic way.
yes,
I'm talking a man who in himself was not essentially a man who spent 7 years at NAPS at all.
you only need a day, Mr. Sookoo. You only need
right.
one day.
You're right. I can understand now why you say you needed it.
You just one day, Mr. Sookoo.
John obviously would have felt that.
One day. You walk through the halls. The halls are screaming Naparima to you if you listen carefully. You feel the legendary blood that flows through the halls of Naparima College. You're standing on the shoulders of the pillars of Naparima College as you walk through the halls. I'm just telling you my personal experience because I just walked the halls about 3 hours ago.
You met and chatted with Linda by any chance?
I chatted with Linda. I
Essential part
saw
and not.
very essential. And I saw vice principal / secretary on that same glass petition that was right there. You know, and Linda and I caught up, and naps will always be naps. And I am so grateful. Decision making is paramount in life. I am not here to speak about any other institution, but only Naparima College and this conversation. And I have to say that the decision that I made to go to Naparima College was the best decision that I've ever made at that point in my life.
Well, on behalf of Roy, he and I made a marvelous decision ourselves, accepting you into the fold.
Thank you, Mr. Sookoo. And thank you for not just accepting me, but for making me a captain. Thank you for holding up the leadership in me. Thank you for nurturing the leadership in me. That guys who are 35-year-olds, I met 35-year-olds, I'm 46. So I met 35-year-olds, and they told me yesterday, they said, Skipper, I wasn't the actual captain, but that generation considers me the captain. 1998 come down, they considered me the captain. And it was evident they respecting the gap. They said, Erasto, it's always told how you take care of the boys, and you make sure we're okay. And we had a 10 Mr. Sookoo, and I'm telling you, it was like an all-inclusive. It was a real Naps vibes. We had like 75 chairs. We had, you know, food. We had curry duck bowl. We had barbecue, the decorations.
And, you know, I would have never ever thought that that is the kind of inclusion that naps on this ride. That is true integration. True integration. You know something? Strange thing. Close friend of mine, living from down the area, Dennis McLean. Some came to Naps, sent me a little invitation yesterday to the next Memorial Day parade. And he has a Mayata. I have one myself. Yes, a red color. And he wants me to join the parade at Point. And at first I considered that, I really want to fit in there, boy. But now, listening to you, I have a place.
Mr. Sookoo, if I can invite myself, I don't really go to the morning like that, but if you drive the truck and join it, I want to be in the caravan with you.
Well, all right, good man.
So it's a plan. So, man, Mr. Sookoo, is an honor. It's a privilege.
This for me is a privilege. It's a kind of joy that comes into my heart when I meet a Napsman. Because yes, I have one fantastic daughter. I have 800 sons, man.
That's our fast one. And we're protecting you and our sister too. We're protecting you guys with everything we have.
And that's a joy for me. It's a fulfillment for me. And I'm glad I find myself back in San Fernando now, out of my self-imposed exile.
Welcome home.
Because I have this opportunity. Thanks again.
And thank you for making this happen on such short notice. You just heard I was on the premises, and you invited me to your home immediately. So now that you just said, so your consistency is evident. You invited me to your school over what's that? 30, 40 years ago, or whichever years ago. I had to do the maths now. Let's get it right. 96 and 2006. What is that?
96,
2006, 60, 20, 30 years.
30 years ago.
30 years ago. And at that point in time.
So you saw the same enthusiasm I had 30 years ago?
Well, let me tell you. You invited me to Naparima College then. And wherever you are in your home, is also Naparima College as well. So you invited me back to Naparima College as well. So this is a true trip down memory lane coming full circle.
That's good.
Thank you, Mr. Sookoo. And I want to end by saying, for all the thousands of young men that have passed through Naparima College, we want to say thank you. We want to honor you. I want to say thank you as a NAPSman, as a student that has gleaned from you, that have learned from you, that have patterned from you, and have taken that ad posse and essay, that from possibility to actuality, you made us believe, Mr. Sookoo. You may not have come up with a slogan, but you made us believe. And we want to say thank you.
You sure you're not heaping
No,
too much on me?
because
I still don't see myself like that. Yeah.
that's okay. And humility is okay. But one thing I know, that in the tent, we were talking about Mr. Sookoo, and they asked us, they said, who should we honor? And they said, the trophy this year for the most valuable player would be called Mr. Edison Sookoo MVP Award. And that was a unanimous decision. So could you imagine, so that tells you all that you need to know, right? So
Thanks again.
So I want to say,
I feel
you are our MVP as well.
I feel
you are our MVP, Mr. Sookoo.
I feel honored. I feel honored.
And one thing I want to tell you, if you reckon, when I came in here and said, oh man, this is Eddie, call me Eddie. I can't call you Eddie. I can. But life is about choice.
Alright.
Life is about choice. So you say Eddie, that's fine. I'm a grown man, you're a grown man. I can't say, hey Eddie, how you doing? But for me, in this heart, you always be Mr. Sookoo. And that is respect.
I'm speechless. I truly am speechless.
Didn't mean to make it speechless, but I'm just speaking from my heart. I can't go there. It will always be Mr. Sookoo. So, sir, thank you for having me.
I said, come on.
Naparima.
Rah.
Ra, ra.
Yeah, that's